Hello, I'm Barb with First Class Yoga, and we're going to do a chair yoga class today. So let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall, sitting with our feet flat onto the floor. And we're just going to take that right arm and inhale it up, and exhale it back down. And take that left arm and inhale, lift it up, and exhale it back down. Again, inhale up, and release, and exhale up, and release. Bring both arms overhead. Raise them up, hold them here. Keep breathing, reaching those fingers nice and tall. Drop those shoulders down from your ears, and go ahead and release that. And we're going to go ahead and start with a breath movement that's called alternate breathing. And what you're going to do is fold the index finger and the middle finger down. So we're going to be using the thumb and the ring finger. And we're going to put our thumb on the right nostril and inhale on the left nostril. With your ring finger, close your nose and then open that thumb and exhale it out. With the thumb open, inhale, close the nose, open the ring finger, and exhale it out. Inhale, close, open, and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, close, open, and exhale. Inhale, close, open, and exhale. Last time. Inhale, close, open, and exhale. And release that down. So alternate breathing is good to help balance out our 2 sides of our hemisphere, bringing balance into our body. So let's go ahead and start out this morning and sit a little bit into the middle of your chair, and we're just going to circle around. So scoop that tummy in, roll out to the sides, lead with your chest, and back again. So just sort of warming up the whole spine and the body, and then pause and circle it back the other way. Keeping that chest upright, scooping the belly in, arching the back as you lean forward, and bring that all back center. We're going to stay with those circles and bring our hands over our head, just like we have a little halo, and just make a little halo circle around your head. And as you do that, feel it in your abdominals. The abs are working as we're just making a little halo over our head, and then we're going to pause and make that halo go back the other way. Again, you should feel it in the abdominals, in your tummy, tightening up a little bit. And here's our last one. And release that down. Go ahead and bring your hands over your heart. Keep those elbows tucked into the side of your body. And open the arms out. And bring it back to the heart. And open the arms out. And bring it back to the heart. Open. And close. I'm going to add on here. And open. Extend those arms all the way out. Bring them back into your side and back to the heart. It's open. Extend into the sides and back to the heart. It's open. Extend into the sides and back to the heart. And keep those elbows nice and tight to the body and make fists. We're going to do some hammer curls working on the backs of the arms. So squeeze as you push those arms back and bring them back forward. In fact, if you want to lean a little forward, that's fine. And squeeze those arms and bring it back forward. And squeeze and bring it back forward. And squeeze and bring it back forward last time. And squeeze and bring that forward. And now turn those palms up and tap onto your shoulders. and back down. And tap onto your shoulders and back down. And tap onto your shoulders and back down. Last time. Tap onto your shoulders and bring that back down. Go ahead and release your hands down toward the ground. Turn your palms away from you. And now, working our shoulders. Squeeze those shoulders together and push those hands back and release. And push back and squeeze the shoulders. Working with our posture, keep breathing through the nose, the inhalation and the exhalation. Squeeze and push back. And we have one more. And squeeze and push back. And release that down. And let's go ahead and start marching that out, getting the whole body moving, lifting up the knees, pumping through the arms. And go ahead and bring that back down. Let's go ahead and hug that right knee all the way up. So if you can't clasp your hands on the front shin, go ahead and just hold underneath the thigh. Either way, we're doing just a little abdominal squeeze here. And now, point your toe and flex your foot. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. And relax and roll that ankle out. And back the other way. And release that down and hug that left knee all the way up, nice and tight, into a little abdominal squeeze. Keep breathing all the time whenever I'm holding a pose. And again, point and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. Relax, roll that ankle out. And bring it back the other way. And release that down. Let's lift that right thigh up. This time hold underneath the thigh, rolling out our hips. Take it out into a circle, starting to get those hips to loosen up. And now we're going to pause and bring it back the other way. Keeping movement in our hips. And go ahead and release that. Onto the other side. Lift up that opposite side and roll it out 4 times in one direction. And then we're going to pause and take it back in the other direction. And release that down. Sitting up nice and tall. Just working on this right side. We're going to open that knee out to the side and now bring it back. So I want you to think about the outer thigh and the inner thigh and push and resist and now pull it back in and push and pull. Again, you should feel this in the belly, working the whole body. And that's our last one. 5 times on the other side. It's push it away and use those inner thighs to pull it in. Push and pull. And push and pull. And push and pull. Last one. It's push and pull. And release that back. We're going to go ahead and extend that leg straight out. And now lift that leg a little bit and lower. And lift and lower. Lift and lower. Last one. It's lift and lower. And release that down. 4 times on the other leg. Go ahead and lift and lower. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. Last one. It's lift and lower. And release that down. Working the hips in all our directions. Open those feet just a little bit wider. And we're going to go ahead and bring that right heel and tap onto the heel or tap onto the shin wherever you can reach. And release it down. And the left heel and down. So moving the hip in an opposite direction. Breathe as we alternate tapping. Working through the hips And this is our last set. And bring that down. And release that. And let's go ahead and bring our arms up to our cactus arms. And inhale, raise it up. And exhale it back down. Inhale, lengthen it up. And exhale it down. Last time. Inhale up. And exhale it back down. Keep those hands right there. We're going to go ahead and add it into jumping jacks. So inhale, open those legs out to the side and bring it back down. And open and close and open and close and open and close. Last one. It's open and close. Leave your arms right where they're at, working on the shoulders. Tip those fingers down and bring them back up. Rotate the shoulder and roll it back up and let it down and up. This is our last one. It's down and up. And now bringing those forearms forward. Zip the elbows and the forearms together. Draw those elbows back. Pinch those shoulder blades together. And arms come together. And open it back up. Zip the arms and elbows together. And open on this next one. We hold. Bring it all the way forward. And now lift those elbows up just a little bit. Stretching out through those shoulders and the back. Breathe. And lower that down. Shake that all out. And let's go ahead and do a little bit of twisting. So extend those arms out and twist just side to side. Start to twist that spine. Breathe. And bring it all the way back center. We're going to keep those arms out. And either the arms can be out here, or if you want them up, they can be up, depending on what you want to do. We're going to extend that right leg, twist and reach for our toe, and bring it back. And extend and reach for the opposite toe, and back. Again, you can keep the arms down. If you want to have a little more, you can go ahead and raise those arms overhead and reach for a toe and back. Either way, still getting in the twist and the extension. Breathe. And go ahead and release that all down. Let's roll those shoulders out. Nice big shoulder rolls. And pause and roll them back the other way. And release that down. And let's go ahead and extend those arms out to the side, working our abdominals again. Reach it over to the right and pull back center and reach left and pull back center. It's right and center and left and center. Keeping that chest upright, working with the abs. Breathe. And go ahead and release that. And let's go ahead and have our fast feet pounding on the floor like we're dribbling a basketball. We're going to go bring our hands up for that basketball and take a shot and run, run, run and take a shot and run, run, run and take a shot and run, run, run. So it's good to keep those feet active, pounding them into the ground. Go ahead and open those knees into a nice wide V. And we're going to drop this right shoulder over to the opposite knee. Now pull your tummy in and just allow your chest to fall closer towards your leg. It's going to take a couple of breaths. Keep breathing, pulling the tummy in to create that space. Let the shoulder fall over toward the leg and start to feel the stretch on this back outer right hip. And now push the floor away and sit back up. And opposite shoulder over to that right knee. So you have to make that twist, pull your tummy in, And then it takes a couple of breaths before the contraction of the breath and the muscles relax. And you use that exhale breath to go a little deeper, focusing on the stretch in this back left hip. And push the feet into the floor and sit back up. We're going to go right into our warrior sequence. So slide that right foot straight and extend the arms out to the side. So you have a left bent knee. So turn your head and face over your left hand. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, proud chest. And now turn the palms up, and the front hand goes up and the back hand goes down the straight leg. Reach up to the top and reach down to the floor. And release that back. And go ahead and fold that left arm and place it onto that left thigh. Back hand comes up. I'm going to add threading the needle here. So take the top fingers and thread the needle over the leg and under the arm. And bring it back up. Twist and come in to thread the needle and bring it back up. And twist and bring it back up and twist and bring it back up. Hold your hand up high and now rotate your hand over your knee and extend that arm over your knee. So you have a nice long line all the way from your fingers all the way down to your toes. So reach those fingers away and press that straight leg, that right foot into the floor. And keep breathing, never holding your breath as we hold the position. And release that back. Go ahead and bend that right knee and that left leg extends all the way out. Extend the arms and turn and look over your right hand. Shoulders are back, palms are up. And the front hand floats up and the back hand floats down. Your gaze goes up to that top thumb. Those shoulders stack right on top of each other. Reach the fingers apart. Open through the side body. Keep breathing, relaxing your throat. And release that back. Fold the right arm, put it onto your right thigh, and the back hand floats up. 3 times into threading the needle. The fingers go under the arm and over the leg and come back up. And twist in to thread the needle and bring it back up. And twist and bring it back up. Go ahead and hold that hand up, rotate it over your bent knee, extend it over, reach the fingers away from the extended leg, press that foot down into the floor. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And release that back. And go ahead and bring those legs back center. And let's go ahead and extend those arms straight out in front. And raise the arms up and lift your heels up off the floor. And everything goes flat again. And when the fingers go down, lift those toes up. And everything's flat. And heels up. And flat, and toes up, and flat. Keep the chest upright, and heels up, and flat, and toes up, and flat. And release that down. Hands are right on top of the thighs. Scoot yourself right into the middle of your chair. And we're going to exhale and drop our chin into our chest and tuck that belly button and start rounding our back. And then we're going to inhale and pull our chest forward and arch our back, drawing those shoulder blades together. And exhale, tuck and curl and round. And inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale, tuck and round. And inhale, arch the spine. And exhale, tuck and round. And inhale, draw those shoulders together. Last time, it's exhale and inhale. And go ahead and release that. And let's go ahead working with our neck. We're going to make small little circles. Just keeping your head upright, making small little circles, letting any tension out of the neck, and then pause and circle it back. Keep it nice and slow so you don't get dizzy, and we're not doing too many. And then bring that back center. And now we're going to let the right ear fall all the way to the right shoulder and stretch out that neck. Stay right here and just breathe. And now drop your chin all the way into your chest, stretching out the back of the neck and the top of the shoulders. Bring it back center and let that left ear fall over to the left shoulder. And bring that back center. And now slowly lift that chin up and let the crown of the head fall back. Opening up through the throat. And bring it back center. And look over your right shoulder. And center. And look over your left shoulder. And center. Going a little faster. It's right and left. And right and left. And right and left. And bring it back center. And now bring your ears over your shoulders, creating just a little double chin, and release. Ears over the shoulder, pushing into the back of the neck, and release. Ears over the shoulder, hold it here, keep breathing, don't hold the breath, and release that back down. Going right into our hands, go ahead and bring those fists up, and stretch those fingers long and make fists, and stretch the fingers long and make fists, and open those fingers wide. And now just the top knuckles, bear claw that closed, and open, and bear claw, and open, and bear claw, and open. And then go ahead and extend that right arm straight forward. Take your left fingers and just pull those fingers back gently, stretching out through the wrist. Keep breathing. Release that and point those fingers down and just gently pull those fingers back. And release that onto the other side. The fingers are up and you're pulling them back. Gently, not too much of a pull, just enough for the stretch, and release and point the fingers down. Pulling the fingers toward you. And release that down. And shake that all out. And let's go ahead, we're going to come up to a standing position. So let's come all the way up. And we're going to stand on the right side of our chair. So we're going to hold on to the chair with our left hand, and we're only going to be working on this right outer leg. And so, two things about balance. One, you want to hold your tummy in, and two, you want to look at something not moving. So just listen to my voice. Find a place on the floor or the ground that you can focus on, and then shift your weight into the left leg, the one closest to your chair. And we're just going to let that foot come forward and back. So the right leg is moving, the outer leg is moving, just grazing the top of the floor or the ground. And as that leg goes back, squeeze that buttocks and the glutes, lifting the leg up. And now place that back down. And now we're going to go ahead and lift that knee all the way up and place it back down. So by balancing on one leg, we're strengthening the knee and the ankle of the standing leg. Step it back down. Last time, bring it up. We're going to hold it here. Tuck that belly in. Keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. And go ahead and step that back down. We're going to take our leg out to the side in a lateral movement, a movement that we don't do when we're walking. So we need to be thinking about keeping the body moving in all directions. Again, nice strong inside left leg, working on the right leg. Take it out to the side and bring it back center. and out to the side, and bring it back center. So some of you may touch the floor. Some of you, if you want a little more challenge, keep that foot lifted, extending the leg out to the side and back. And last time, it's out to the side and back. And now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the opposite side.
It's 10:31.
Thank you. So hold on with that right hand. And again, tummies are in. Find your focus point and just let that outside leg come forward and squeeze it back. And forward and back. Letting that hip release, grazing the top of the floor. And go ahead and bring that back center. Raising the outside knee, again, strengthening this inside leg next to the chair. And raise the knee up and lower down. Again, you can either touch the floor or just hover above the floor. Raising that outside knee. Breathe. And go ahead and set that down. We're going to take the leg out in a lateral movement out to the side. And take it out and bring it back in. Again, whether you touch the floor or just hover above the floor, feel that strength in that inside right leg. Taking it out. And here's our last one. And bring that back. And let's go ahead and just, this is a nice one for our back. Get to the behind the chair. And we're going to walk back and make a nice flat back. So even if you have to soften your knees a little bit, I want you to get a nice flat back. Pull your tummy in. Holding onto the chair, see if you can have it so that your arms are straight. And now think about somebody pulling your hips back just a little bit further. Really lengthening, creating space between the vertebrae. Breathing. Don't let that head dip down. Keep your head right between your arms. Again, that tummy is pulled in and your hips keep pulling away from you. Breathe. And soften your knees and go ahead and bring yourself back up. And we're going to come back into our chair for our final meditation. Resting your hands either face down to feel nice and grounded, or turn the backs of the hands onto your lap, palms up to feel energy. Either way, go ahead and sit up tall, close your eyes. Relax your jaw, relax your throat, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax the shoulders down from your ears. You can wiggle out anything that needs to wiggle. And just focus on the breathing, the inhalation and the exhalation. And today's meditation is on keep it simple. So sometimes in life we feel overwhelmed. We feel like there's a lot to do in one single day. We might feel some anxiety or some worry, fear. Well, we just need to keep it simple and think about one thing that you might want to accomplish today. And if you can, think of the most important thing that is on your list. And although we like to procrastinate from things that we know we should do, if you keep it simple and break it down into small pieces, think about how you could start that project or how to deal with that situation by just keeping it simple. Don't worry about what other people might say. Don't worry about your own voice in your head saying what you can and cannot do. Just keep your thoughts simple. One thing for today. Maybe get started on something. Maybe actually finish something all the way through. It's great that you were able to practice with us in this chair yoga. It's so important to keep the movement in the body even when the body hurts. To be gentle with ourselves, to be kind to ourselves, but to keep movement so that we don't get so stiff that we can't bend our knees or we can't get up from the chair. Try to relax a little bit, dropping those shoulders, relaxing the shoulders, releasing that tongue from the roof of the mouth, the back of the throat. And now start to bring the awareness back to my voice. And with your eyes still closed, bring those hands together and slide them together. Create some heat and some friction in your hands. And then place those hands over your face, over your closed eyes, and bring all that healing energy and warmth into the body, allowing it to go down into the neck and the shoulders, down the arms, down the chest and the spine, all the way into the hips and down the legs, around the knees, to the ankles and the feet and the toes. And now gently allow the eyes to open and release your hands down into prayer position right at the heart center, closing the eyes and slightly bowing the head. At the end of every yoga class, we say the Sanskrit word namaste, which means may the light in my heart center shine upon the light in your heart center. And together we're all one in this universe. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Ah.